Angel Miyaka Orissa, and I'm here to speak to you about being re-raised by God. So first of all, I'd like to say Happy New Year! This is the new Earth Cycle 2017. I hope you guys are ready because it's about to go down. Okay? So, being re-raised by God. Each and every one of us are a product of someone else's raising. Okay? Our parents, our environment, our neighborhood, our situations, our circumstances, right? Okay? So, from the time that we are born, there's someone else in control of how we come up, how we're raised, right? And so, depending on who those people are and what's going on in their lives, greatly determines on how we're raised. Right? So, I'll give you an example. So if your mother and father are drinkers, partiers, worldly people, right? And they're raising you in their lifestyle, well, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be that same type of adult. Right? You're going to be a product of that. Okay? So let's add on to that whatever circumstances and situations arise from their lifestyle, right? So, not only do you have their lifestyle, but you have the things that greatly affect you, right? Because of their lifestyle. So now we're going to add that on, okay? So now you're growing, you're maturing, okay? Now, your next set of influences outside of your family members, your parents, right? Your neighbors, okay? Because these are people that are right around you and you're raising. You know, they say it takes a village just to raise one child. Well, that's true. But what's also true is it really determines on what that village is, how that village is, and who that village is on how that child will turn out, okay? So, again, we are a product of those around us and about us that were raising us, okay? So then we grow and we mature and then we make friends, okay? And we go to school, right? So then we do through the people that we invite into our lives and we connect up with and we hook up with, we become greatly influenced by them as well, okay? So I know some of you have heard this old saying, it's easier for you to do what others are doing than it is for you to get others to do what you're doing, right? So again, 9 times out of 10, depending on what folks around you are doing, you'll be influenced by it and more or less be veering off into the things that they're doing, okay? So now your parents, your neighborhood, your family, school, okay, your teachers, all of these people, right, play a big part in who you become, okay? And a lot of times, many of us don't get the benefit of our Father God being a part of that situation, right? Assisting those, right? Guiding those, okay? Leading those in the way to raise us the way we need to be raised, right? So, again, our environment, the people in our lives, our family, our friends, you know, again, we're influenced by them, you know, we are touched by them, okay? But who we are and what we become because of them is not who God created our spirits to be, all right? So there comes a time in your life when he steps in and he begins the process to re-raising you, okay? So what happens is you get stripped, peeled, the layers get pulled off and back that others have left on you to influence through situations and circumstances, right? He starts to remove you from those things that were familiar, right? And sometimes things that we think are good about us, okay? Things that we think enhance who we are as individuals, right? A lot of the times that vision we have about ourselves is not the vision, right, that God had for us when he was creating our spirits. So really, basically, who we are right now is the flesh us, okay? Who you are, who you've been, things you've done were flesh-based, okay? Those were the things that your flesh had a say in on. Your flesh had a hand on, okay? So, at some point in your life, God steps in and the divine, okay? Because we have a Calvary. Each of us have a divine spiritual Calvary that works for us, protects us, guides us, helps us, assists us, right? And so again, at some point, this spiritual crew steps in, right, and allows things to happen, creates things to happen, so that you can be stripped of old ways, old thoughts, everything that is not in alignment with who God created your spirit to be, right? So for the most part, many of us are half-stepping. We're not living up to our full spiritual potential, okay? So again, you come to an age, and for most people it's around 30, 33, right? You come to an age where everything you thought you knew, everything that used to work, everything, and a lot of things that you used to like, you know, that felt good to you, all that begins to change, shift, turn into something else, right? You kind of feel like you're new to this world, okay? You kind of feel like you don't know what to do. You kind of feel lost, okay? When you begin to get those feelings, that is a sign that God is about to start the process to re-raising you, okay? So what he's going to do is place you in situations that are new to you. Place you around people and types of people that are new to you. He's going to allow you to have opportunities that you never had before in things that you really don't know too much about. But in these things, you learn yourself, you see yourself, right? Because again, a lot of times we don't seek out more or to do more or have more when we feel that what we have is enough, okay? So he has to take that thought process away from you, kind of leave you a little empty, all right? So he can refill you with all the things that are in alignment with what he meant for you to be when you came here to do what he meant for you to do. See, we all have a job. We all have a task, okay? But most of us are so caught up in life and living, we haven't even begun to figure out what that task is. So again, he allows things to happen that helps us figure that out, okay? Now, in this raising process, again, things are stripped from you. Ways, thoughts. You begin to like mature in a way that you've never even fathomed that you could. So your thoughts become bigger. Your feelings become bigger. Things that you thought were important really aren't important anymore. Things that you thought were fun kind of get played out, right? It's not as fun anymore, okay? People that you had in particular places, positions in your auditorium of life, you come to realize that, yep, it's time for them to move from there, and yep, them to move from there, and yeah, put them way up there, and that one there, they got to go out the back door, right? And so again, all of this is a process of being re-raised by God. Okay? So again, you begin to go through things and experience things, and certain things just begin to awaken within you, right? That you didn't even know were there. But that's a good thing, because when he is re-raising you, it's kind of like you get reintroduced to yourself, the true you, right? The you that's been hidden under all of life, living, loving, fighting, arguing, right? All of life. There's so much of you up under there, but you have not had the chance to see yourself, know yourself, feel yourself, right? So in this process of being re-raised by God, a lot of times we don't realize that's what well, we don't know that that's what's happening, right? We just feel like, what the hell is going on with me? What is this? Your dreams are even different, right? You start experiencing spiritual things more. Like, you know, you thought you saw something out the corner of your eye. Well, that becomes more prevalent. Like deja vu type situations become more prevalent, right? Spiritual things. You wanting to know what this thing called life really means. What's the true meaning behind you? Why are you here? What are you here to do? You feel me? So again, we began to grow, not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? We're growing. In this process of growth, it's a little painful too. I'm not going to lie to you about that. It's a painful process being re-raised, especially when we try to hold on to things that God is trying to strip from us. Okay? You can't really see yourself until you take the shades off. So that's kind of what it's like. It's like taking the shades off. All right? And so when you take the shades off, now you have full view of what reality really is. And sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes it's overwhelming, right? Because again, when you're seeing yourself in a way that you've never seen yourself before, guess what? You're going to see everything else around you and the people in ways that you know never saw them before either. And that's going to make you feel some type of way. Okay? But just understand, God is having his way with you. Okay? He is re-raising you from the person that the world structured you to be to the man or woman, the spirit that he fashioned you to be. All right? So when he was going deep within himself and pulling out those intricate special parts and pieces of himself and placing them within your spirit, all right, that made you the special you that you are, okay, he had a plan. He had a plan for you. See, that's why he gave you all those special things, okay? So this year, and I'm just going to speak some things like just out there, all right? This year, folks who are lying, deceiving, allowing themselves to stay in addictions, okay? All right? Those who are not living up to their full spiritual potential, facing realities, allowing themselves to heal, okay? Recognizing what parts of themselves are wounded and needs healing, okay? This year is going to be a year of forgiveness, okay? Learning, teaching, leading, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. A lot of us have not moved our feet because we've been afraid. A lot of us have not taken that step because we've been afraid. Okay? Through faith, there is no room for fear. They're like oil and water. They don't mix. They don't mix. Okay? One X's out the other. Okay? So again, this year is a year of abundant work. Abundant work. Not the abundant work you've done before on other things, other years, other days and times. No. This year, the abundant work you're going to be doing is all self. Inner work. Spiritual work. Allowing yourselves to have a more intimate relationship with the divine. Allowing yourselves to understand what the divine means to you. Right? See, there's more going on than just having a relationship with God and Jesus. You have angels. You have ancestor spirits who have passed before you, right? And they walk with you and they assist you, okay? And they help you. So, what you have to do is learn how to acquire an intimate relationship with each of them, because they're helping you, right? They're guiding you. They want you to know that they're there, okay? So that they can assist you better. So that they can assist God in assisting you, okay? So, again, this re-raising is a different kind of living. It's a different kind of living. Okay? That means you're going to have to go against the grain of others and the grain that you had created for yourself before this point. Okay? So going to the casino. Okay, so understand this. A lot of people believe that God blesses them at the casino. Okay? Understand and know Satan blesses too. Okay? Even those times when you put that call out and you ask God, for a specific amount. And you got the feeling to go to the casino. Right? And you actually hit and won that amount. Now, some of you stayed and lost it all. Some of you walked out the door. But understand and know that did not come from our Father. He is not in the casino. He is not in the casino. Okay? He's not in the nightclub. Okay? He's not on the block. Okay? He's not in those places and spaces where there is no light, where there is no love. And I'm sorry, the only light that's in the casino is the electrical lights that they put in there. There ain't even no clocks in the casino. If only you could see the entities that dwell in casinos. I can't go. It sickens me. Only because I can see what's there. It's these demon monkey things, and they're on people's backs. And their claws are latched into their sides, and some into their necks. And their tail is going down, and it's wrapping around their legs. There are people in casinos on oxygen tanks, and there are these sludge things wrapping around their tank, going up the wire into their noses. If you could see the things that I see, all right, many of you would no longer go where you go. Be with who you be with, all right? When your eyes are wide open, reality will not allow you to dwell in the world, because you see the world exactly for what it really is. Okay? It's a lot more going on in this world than just you and your world. Okay? And it's a whole lot that has a lot to do with what you're doing and what goes on in your world. Okay? It's a lot going on spiritually. And you need to tap more into your own spirit so you can protect yourself better. Right? So you can move forward better in your life. Okay? So that you can see your way through situations and around situations and assist your family members and loved ones, right? See, we all have gifts. And when God is re-raising you, he's re-raising you so that you can tap into your gifts, so you can have a better relationship with him, so you can communicate better with him, right? He wants you to hear him. He wants you to know him. He wants you to recognize him. Our brother Jesus feels the same way, right? And the flesh is no excuse. It has been for a while, but no longer will it be allowed to be an excuse for why you cannot hear him, feel him, walk with him, okay? Talk with him, them, all right? In 2017, we're all going to need a better relationship. We're all going to need to have a right positioning in him, okay? That's the only way we're going to survive the changes and upheavals that are going to go on in the world, okay? And some of them are going to affect you directly, and some of these things are going to affect you indirectly, right? But I tell you this, the only way you're going to make it through, the only way that you will be able to rise above the darkness that's beneath your feet anyway, is you must gain, keep, nurture, protect your relationship with the divine, okay? And again, when God is re-raising you, that's the sole purpose, okay? To have a better relationship, connection, all right? It's going to be a lot of deception out here in the world. And he's going to want you to know what he has to say, what his instructions are for you, okay? He's going to want to, communicate with you and guide you, right? Not through someone else. Sorry, not through the pastor. I mean no offense, okay? He's going to want you to have a one-on-one, open line of communication with him. You're going to need it, okay? So all of us and all of you and everybody who left 2016, all right, with heavinesses and darknesses and issues and circumstances, understand and know that he is on it. Our Father God is on it, okay? He's about to change everything. You got to be willing to let him, though, all right? Some people are going to be removed. Some situations are going to be removed, okay? Those of us who are spending our money on frivolous things, those of us who are trying to keep up with the Joneses, we won't be allowed to anymore, okay? So you're going to either allow this re-raising to be voluntary or involuntary, but guess what? I'm sorry. It's going to happen anyway. He's going to have his way with you, okay? Just let him. Lean in. Don't resist. Don't resist. Just let him have his way with you. The end result will be all good. All good. Everything you've always wanted. Okay? All the things you've never needed. Okay? Everything. When I say everything is going to be put in the right place. See, he's allowed a lot of darknesses to come forth and put itself on the surface so it can be seen. Right? So he's allowing us to see things that didn't used to exist before. Okay? But it's a reason why. He's about to show up and show out on all darknesses. All of them. So again, I just want you to make sure that you are in right positioning when he shows up. You cannot, I cannot, we cannot determine when that's going to be. You just want to make sure if it happens to be tonight, you're ready. You're ready. Okay? This is real. This is real life spiritually going on. The flesh is nothing but the matrix. I said it. Okay? A lot of the things that we think are real and, we put real energy into and real thought into means nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. If only you knew the realities that are going on in this world. All earth angels, light workers, indigos, crystal children's, all of you, we are being called into action. Okay? So, and those of you who are not ready, he's going to get you ready. Those of you who are not in position, he's going to get you in position. Okay? We are needed. The world is changing. It's doing some devastating things. And we must be ready. We must be ready. Okay? I love you. I love you all. Right? And I want you all to just, be okay. I want you to be okay. Be all right. And I want you to want it for yourself. But I want you to want it bad enough to do all that it takes to do so. Be so. Right? 2017. It's here. It's here. Those of us who have already began that re-raising process by God, right? I call it growing up in God, right? That's a great place to be. It really is. It makes right all the wrongs that those who were raising and rearing and influencing us from the time we were children, it gives that a whole new understanding. Right? It gives you a whole new understanding about that portion of yourself. And if you accept that it was all that it was, then you'll be running like Forrest Gump into the arms of our Father God, ready and willing to let him re-raise you. You feel me? See, he don't have the issues that some of our parents have had. So we won't have to go through a lot of the things that we went through because of them. All right? And those that they dwelt with. All right, certain family members that we never should have even been in contact with, should have definitely been protected from. All right. So again, run into the arms of our Father God. Nestle yourself in the crevice of his bosom, right? And lay all your cares, worries, and burdens there. Where God is good. Okay? Where he is, it is good. All that is his is good. See yourself in the palm of his hand. Feel the fat, the meat of his palm under your feet, under the sole of your feet. Move your toes around. Feel it. Feel him. Right? And if that is a reality to you, stand firm in that reality. When you feel his holy breath, stand firm in that breath, right? Again, being re-raised by God is the best thing that could ever happen to any of us. All of us, right? Just let it happen. Let it happen. But understand that that's what's happening. So the stripping of, the releasing of, the exclusion of, okay, it's not a bad thing. Because what he's going to replace it with, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Life is worth living, worth loving, right? So if we can get to a place, if we can get to a plateau, right, with the divine that places us above all peasantry bullshit, right, keeps us above and beyond everything that is beneath our feet. Let it happen. Lean on in to the way of his will for your life. Right? Let him re-raise you. Let him remove those people that do not need to be there. Let him heal you of those addictions that hinder you from walking with him. Right? Let him remove those situations and alter those circumstances. Right? Let him have his way with your life. Let him show up and show out for you. Let him teach you a new way of relating with him. Right? We have to teach people how to love us. Right? We have to teach them and show them what works for us. Right? Well, our Father God is no different. So he's going to show you and teach you and lead you into that intimate relationship with him that he has always wanted. Okay? He is going to replace every person he removes with all the right people you need. Okay? So again, opportunities are going to come. Okay? Situations are going to come. Right? Don't play yourself because you're afraid and you don't understand. If you see that you're afraid and if you see that you don't understand, admit that, speak that, and ask our Father God to rectify that within you. Ask him to help you get right understanding. All right? Ask him to help you see things in your life the way he sees things. Ask him to allow you to see you the way he sees you. So that way you can get a little like a visual. Right? Now, compare that visual to the reality of you. All the things that are the reality of you that are not allowing you to live up to that vision, that visual he allowed you to see, the way he sees you. Okay? Those are the things you have to be willing to let go of. You have to be willing to do the work. Right? He's going to show you. He's going to guide you. But you have to take the steps. Right? Because see, we left him. He never left us. We dwelled with him in the spirit realm. Right? He didn't leave us. He's still home waiting on us to get back. You feel me? Right? So it would be befitting of us to have to do all the work to get back home. Right? Because again, he didn't leave us. He's waiting on us to return home on high with him and all our family, our true loves. Right? Oh, gosh. Oh, I just got a little excited on the inside just thinking about it. Oh, I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to sit at my brother Jesus' feet and just talk to him. I can't wait to talk to all my other family members. Right? Oh, the divine. Oh. So again, it is so pertinent and prevalent that we allow ourselves to be re-raised. Okay? Allow ourselves to step into our truths and speak our language. Right? If you don't speak your truth, if you don't live your truth, if you don't speak your language, no one else will know to hearken unto their own. Somebody got to show somebody how to do something. Right? So again, I say, allow that re-raising process to do. Don't resist it. Let him have his way. Okay? Allow yourselves to get rid of everything that keeps you from hearing him. All right? Again, those addictions, those people, those situations, those desires, the flesh. All right? You have gifts. You have spiritual gifts. right? It's time to use them. It's time to use your gifts. That's what sets you above and beyond the next person. That special something he gave you of himself. Beloved. Beloved. Oh. So, we will do this 2017 together. I will walk with you. I will assist you. I am your earth angel, right? I'm going to help you get through this thing called life, right? We all trying to get back home, okay? I know I am. I am. Sometimes I see myself like Forrest Gump when he was busting them braces off his legs and I'm running to the gates. That's how I want to go. I want to go running, right? I want to run into his arms. Have him embrace me. Tell me how much you miss me. Oh, I can't wait for that day, all right? So I, too, am working and doing and allowing him to have his way with me so that I can get back home, right? So that I can communicate with him, so that I can do his will, right? Oh, I'm so honored that he even deems me worthy. He deems me worthy. He don't need me, but he chose to utilize me anyway. As well as you. When he deems you worthy to be used, baby, that means he paying some type of attention to you, right? He's seeing you again in a way that you have never seen yourself. Okay? So let him scrape them from your eyes, from your ears, from your mind, from your heart. Let him strip you from all of that. Right? Because what he's going to replace it with, oh yes. See, that's the kind of living we want to live. With him on high, where it's all good, wanting for nothing. Right? So I love you, my darlings. I love you, my boopies. We're going to do this thing called life together. I got your back and your fronts. And this is your Earth Angel. You can catch me at Your Earth Angel Speaks on Facebook. You can also catch me on YouTube, and you can drop me a message, a hint, a message, a text. I'm here. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.